Hi everyone, my name is Abden Gembe from PwC Tanzania Assurance Line of Service. Today we're going to talk about how we can use Power BI to do revenue performance analysis by doing comparison of revenue from different periods. Yeah, so before we start with the analytics, let's check the raw data which we have used to do this analytic. It's a very straightforward source of data. The main key information that you'll need here is the time, which we have the year and month, or you can have the date, product type, customer name, and the amount in terms of sales and amount in terms of quantity. So these are the just key data which are going to use to do this analytics. And also we have the location of the customer, which is something which you can get from the client. Okay, back to the Power BI report. Let's go to the main dashboard. Okay, so this is our main dashboard. We have used sales report for 6 months for the financial year 2020 and financial year 2021. We can see here at the top we have 4 slices for different categories. I'm not gonna go into details because we all know what slices are. And then here we have these cards which shows the total current year net sales and prior year net sales. Variance is the difference between the two, and this variance in percentage is the same thing, but it's just in percentage format. Okay. Then we have our line graph, which shows the movement of sales, which is current year versus prior year. And then down here you have ranking based on different categories. So the first ranking is based on brand, second ranking based on location, and the third one is based on customer name. So this is dashboard is very interactive. So for example, if I want to see the movement of numbers, maybe specific for, let's say, Azam Cola product, so everything will change. It will just show me the movement of numbers in relation to Azam Cola product. The same goes to location and name, but my main focus is on the line graph. You can see the line graph shows the current year movement versus prior year. So let's take an example of the first month of the year. We have our sales were higher compared to prior year, right? But this information is too general. You can even do this in Excel, right? What Power BI allows you to do, you can even break down these numbers into segments that we have. So based on the data that we have like 3 segments. We have brand, we have customer, we have location. So this, the number for the period of January, we can break it down, let's say by brand. Let's start by brand. So if I come and highlight here, I'll see my total revenue for the current year and prior year for the month of January, but it has been broken down on each brand that we have. So you can see here, although in aggregate we did better than last year, but here based on this drill down, we can see there were around like 4 brands that we didn't perform well in comparison to prior year, right? And even some of the, you can see here there were some like 2 of the brand like Azam Orange and Azam Blue. These are the new products, and Azam Vimto. These are the new products that we have in the market this year, so they are not there in prior year, right? The same you can see for all other months. Also, you can break it down based on customer, right? I want to see my revenue further breakdown by customer base. This client has a lot of customer, that's why you see that the list is too long, but you can just focus on the higher customers there. So you can see in aggregate we perform well, but we lost some revenue on some of our customers here, right? Another option is it by location. I can see here, okay, in January we did well in all locations. Let's say you see in February In February, we only did well in 4 locations out of the 9 locations that we have.
Okay, back to brand. Okay, here these drill downs give you just a summary on monthly basis, right? But someone may want to analyze these individual brands in aggregate. I want to see the whole details from January to June. Okay, so you can come here to detailed analysis. Here you can see, like we saw before, we have above by 8.3 billion, but if you look by individual brand, we performed well in about 10. I can say 8 because these two brands were new, were not there in the prior year. So out of the 16 brands that we have, around 8 we performed well in 8 brands, and around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 6 brands didn't perform well when we compare to prior year. Okay, so, and we have some significant fall in revenue for some of our brands. For example, you can see here the Azam Cola, we have a very significant fall in revenue in compared to prior year. So this insight allows you to really have a clear picture of your numbers, right? It just does not just give you the results at high level. It really gives you a deep insight of your numbers. Now, coming back to let's analyze our number on individual products. Let's say Kwaju. We have current year we have around 35 billion, right? But one may want to know, okay, this 35 billion, where does it come from in terms of location, or in terms of customers? Which are the customers who have contributed largely to our 35 billion that we have in our current year sales? So down here we have this decomposition tree feature in Power BI, which is a very good feature that allows you to really dive deep in your data. So in here we'll select an option of current year sales, and then we'll say we want to evaluate Ukwaju. Okay, so Ukwaju, there it is, Ukwaju. So here you have an option to break down this 35 billion in terms of location or in terms of customers. Let's say we want to break it in terms of location, right? So you can see here the significant portion of this 35 billion was contributed by Dar es Salaam, Morogoro, Dodoma, then Arusha. Yeah, so those are in Bear. So those are the locations that we were able to make a sales of more than 3 billion and above, right? Oh, someone may want to, let's focus on this product that we didn't make a very good sales in compared to prior. So Azam Cola, okay? So I'll come here, I'll look for Azam Cola, there it is. I want to break and see in which locations that we didn't perform well, right? So you can see here we have a negative of 8 billion, right? I'll select an option of variance. This was current year. Now I'm going to dissect my numbers based on the variance, right? Now I'll look for Azam Cola. I want to see this fall of 8 billion has been contributed largely by which locations, right? So I'll come here, select my location, and now I can see those Dar es Salaam, Morogoro, Mwanza, then Arusha. So these are the locations which we have a significant fall in revenue. So these are the things maybe you can concentrate on in doing your assessment. So why we are having some significant falls in these areas, right? Yeah. So also maybe one may be interested to look at on the prior numbers, right? Maybe the makeup of these 44 billion, okay, in prior year. Where do we make up this 44 billion? So just come here, select prior year, net sales, and I'll find Azam Cola. Alright, and then I'll break it down by location. I can see last year we did very well in Dar es Salaam. But it's the same region that this year we didn't do very well, right? So these are the things that you can maybe inquire further to know what are the reasons behind. So the same thing can be done for, let's say, location. Right, let's go dive into the location. You can see here we have about 9 locations in our data, and out of these 9 locations, we did well in just 4 locations. Out of 9 locations, did well in 4 locations. And even in these 4 locations, it was only 1 location that we did very well when you compare with the rest, right? So these are the things that can give you really insight of the information. So you can say in aggregate we are doing very well, but in most of our locations we did very poor, right? And so for example, the same here, we can see, okay, on this 6.5 billion higher than the prior year, what are the products that really led to this significant increase this year? So just come, so this is the variance, I'll select variance here, and then we have location, Dodoma. I want to see what are the brands that really led to this contribution. There I can see these are the brands that led to this positive impact this year, right? The same case, I can dive and look at the current year sales, prior year sales, or I can select on monthly basis. Yeah. Also, we can do the same for customer. It's the same thing. The only thing that the criteria that we're going to focus in here is based on the customers, right? Yeah, that was a general summary of what insights that one can get from these dashboards. I believe those are very deep insights that one can use to do the assessment. What are the areas that you need to concentrate on and things like that. And also, in addition, the classification, the dissecting of the numbers is not just limited to these 3 sections that we have here: brand, customer, and location. It depends on the sales report that you have. We can even dive deep based on the product category or customer category, or if there's any other factors or customers by group. All of that is possible under Power BI. It's just a matter of having the raw data, just dump in, and then Power BI will do the rest. And the good thing about Power BI, you can use the same templates again and again and again, right? All you need to do is just create the template for the first time, and this template can be used in different clients. Once you have this template, you can just dump in data from different sources that you have, right? Because all the format for the raw data are the same: product type, product name, sales in terms of value, sales in terms of quantity, customer name, location. These data are the same for most of our clients, right? So once you have your data, you just dump in, the Power BI will do the rest. Yeah. So in addition, apart from doing revenue performance, compare different periods, Power BI also allows you to really do some individual products performance analysis. Okay, I'm just giving a hint, but this is something you can we'll have a separate video regarding this section. So let me go individual product. So for example, this is my individual product, right? I can really see the movement of the numbers. Everything you see here is just related to this individual product that we have here. You can see I have my current year sales, prior year sales, cumulative sales, things like that here, the location, customer name. So when you change your product here, let's say as an energy, everything will change here. Maybe you can filter it down based on a particular period that you want to view your numbers. Yeah, but this is something that I'm just giving a hint, but it's something that we're going to discuss in another time. Yeah. Thank you all.